Hey, welcome back to MCOC. Noxy, the master of mediocre gameplay. We are on to War 12, final war of the season. Our alliance has had a really rough stretch, ending us at 6-5 right now. Sure would be nice to go to 7-5. The opponent has banned Ghost, Torch, and Red Mags. Those are great bans. Anytime Red Mags is banned, I go, huh, okay. So on path 1, I've got a Guillotine, Undupe 6-star. Mojo Torch, probably not taking either one of those. That Tigra and that Strife are mine. Probably not going to take the Infinity Man. We'll see. And then Mini Island doesn't look like Noxy fights. So we're going to go with Warlock. We're going to go with Cable for the synergy with Warlock. And then we're going to go with Nebs. A little Nebula action, back-to-back wars. I love fighting with my rank 3 Nebs. Anytime there's a robot, that fight is calling out to Nebula, and you're going to see just why. So here we've got a tricky little defender in Guillotine 2099, but as soon as Nebula gets to 5 amp charges, there we've got her at 7, the robot is basically turned off. You've found the power switch, and you put it to low power mode or basic mode. None of their fancy gimmicks or abilities are going to trigger. There's 100% ability accuracy reduction at anything 5 amp charges and over. This happens a couple times, man, in this fight. I get caught by that SP1, just that long range on that SP1. Just kind of dumb. Fight's never really in question as far as I'm concerned. I'm extremely confident playing with Nebula against a robot. Here we've got our amp charges, but because this is a masochism node, and I wasn't ready for this, because this is a masochism node, she purifies the second part of the shock. So I'm building back up. Already got up to 12 amp charges. So shut her down. Don't have to deal with her Digicloak or any of her power drain on her SP1, anything like that. We got her. So got back up to 20 amp charges. Whoop, whoop. See, she caught me again right there. Just the AI has gotten so clever with that little step back. You charge in and they step back. And then there that goes. There's that fight. So did not play it very well. That's my only Nebula fight. The end result, though, was never in doubt. So yeah, I took way too many hits there for a simple fight. Now we've got a Warlock versus Tigra. I'm gonna boost up. Just these are the last 2 fights of the season, most likely for me. And I'm gonna quickly find out. Oh, she's got poison suicides on, so that's gonna be good for me. And which also means, of course, that she's gonna have willpower on. Which anytime you have willpower on against Warlock, you are power draining, which means basically this fight's over. There's just nothing to it now. She can't do any of her funky stuff. I'm not really that great at evading her SP2, so I want to keep her to that. But with the drain on, with the power drain from Warlock, she's not even going to get to SP1. And I always forget that last swing of her heavy. Do you forget that? I got to get better at that. I finally figured out the Devil of Hell's Kitchen, that last punch. You know, he just punches and punches and punches forever, and then you got to remember which one's his last punch. So there, down goes Tigra. No problem at all because of willpower. Didn't have to even worry about her specials. Now we've got Strife, the clone of Cable. A really fun offensive champ. Takes a while to get built up. Really fun if you bring along Cable and APOC. That's just a butt kick team. So we are going to find out. Oh, pretty quick here. I don't think I've realized it yet. I think I get my first infection on him right here, and he starts draining right away, which means he has willpower on too, which means this fight is a nothing fight now. Just a kind of a nothing burger. So I don't even really have to worry. It's just like, well, let's just let his power drain him. Keep those bleeds on him with the heavy. I don't even know if I have to dodge. Oh, yeah, kind of got stupid there. I don't even know that I have to dodge another SP1 the rest of the fight. So, yeah. So now I'm just kind of giving a little bit of time to the infection to drain his power. I think this will push him over an SP1, but then, of course, the SP3 of Warlock drains all of your power if you don't use it real quick. So watch his power star drain, and there it is. Yeah. There goes all of his power. Warlock is just a utility knife, man. He's just ridiculous. He's like your grandpa's tool shed. Like, he's got everything in there. Everything you want is in there somewhere. And down goes Mr. Strife. So my war was straightforward and painless, man. Very painless. Those last couple fights, because of the addition of willpower on the opponent, just made it so easy. Those fights could get tricky. But we'll check back when we see the end of this war. And we did end up taking the L on this one, which takes us to 6-6 on the season, which is just so very disappointing. We were better last season. We finished very firmly in Plat 4, which thank goodness the rewards have been improved. But man, we have the rosters and the talent to compete and to be in Plat 3. And somewhere along the line, some things probably need to get changed, but there's just a lot of deaths getting taken that maybe could have been avoided with better communication and better planning. So kind of a bummer end to the season to end on an L. 6-6, Plat 4. Had a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys for the next one.